Hello all, welcome to this session of OpenMentor.net. In this session, we are going to talk about the foundation concepts for anyone who is entering the software industry. If you look at any industry, you need people. The people are the ones who do various activities. From end to end, they make it happen. In software, who are the people involved? In software, first you have got the customer. Customer has to give the needs. You will do some work for a customer. The customer will say, I need this, this I am doing using paper, now I want to automate it through computers. So the customer will give the needs, are also known as requirements. Then there's a person, business analyst. This person collects the requirements from customers. Because you need to talk to the customers in their own language, these business analysts are also known as subject matter experts. Then there are people who are architects or designers. Pretty much in your manufacturing industry or civil industry, there are engineers who convert the requirements into drawings for each part for the whole machinery. These architects or software designers, they make sure that the requirements are broken and then clearly defined in terms of software packets. Then the people who actually convert, coders or programmers or developers, these people actually build the program. They are like masons who build brick by brick the whole building. The sculptor, the artist. So these people actually convert the design into programs, and these people only give instructions to computers through the high level languages, HLL. Then there are people, testers. Have we built the product in the right way? Is the product working perfect as per the customer needs? Those people who validate the requirements on the product, they are called testers. The validation. Then there are people who implement at customer site. All said and done, the product has to go to the customer's place. The users of the customers, end users of the customers must use the product. They need to be trained, install the product in their place. These people are the implementation people. Then support people. The product will have problems. The end users may be having some doubts. Someone has to clarify. These people are the support guys, maybe over the phone support or instant messenger support or on-premise support. So these people help the customers, their end users, to use the product in a better way without having any hiccups. To manage all the people, you have a project management guy, coordinates with all people. So this project manager is like an anchor. So these are all the people, any company, software company you take, these are all the people who are involved in any project. Some of the concepts everyone must know before coming to computer science, before coming to software, I would say. This is very important. Many times people start with programming languages, which is not correct. I repeat, starting with knowing a programming language is not the right way. You need to know some of the fundamentals. The fundamental concepts are very, very related to mathematics and analytical ability. Related to maths and analytical ability. This is nothing but logic or reasoning. Let me list out one by one which are all the fundamental concepts people need to know. Anyway, we are going to see all these concepts one after the other in the subsequent sessions. Binary and octal and hexadecimal number system. What currently we use is the decimal system. The decimal number system will have 0 to 9, 10 numbers. If you use 2 numbers, it is binary. If you use 8 numbers, it is octal. If you use 16 numbers, it is hexadecimal. Because in the computer, everything is treated as binary. So binary, octal, hexadecimal number system is the first thing. Then algorithm. Algorithm is nothing but step-by-step instructions. People must know, this is a kind of reasoning and logic building, how to break bigger tasks into smaller tasks in a step-by-step fashion. This algorithm will explain you. Flowchart. Flowchart is a pictorial representation of algorithm. Algorithm is text, and if you draw that using a picture, there's a standard way of doing that. That's called flowcharts. Then data storage mechanism. This data storage may be flat file, or it may be XML, or it may be database, or it may be anything else, maybe even a comma separated value file, CSV file, or a .dat file. How to store the data, in what format we are going to store, that's a very important aspect. Then data retrieval mechanism, how to get the data back from whatever we have listed above. Then search. Once you store large amount of data, there are different ways of searching, sequential search, binary search. There are a lot of searching mechanism available. So how to search a particular data from the files or from the database. This is heavily used everyday life. If you take a ticket booking, given the booking number, it will be able to, the system should be able to bring out the reservation status from a huge database. So the searching mechanism is extremely important. Then sorting. When there is a lot of data, you may have to sort it based on the some key fields. For example, if a train has got 2000 passengers, so you need to sort based on coach wise, within that seat number wise, and then print a report. You cannot just arbitrarily or randomly dump those data into a report and then give it to people. So sorting always happens when it comes to reporting mechanism. And then modularity. Modularity has got functions and parameters. For example, in mathematics you will have something called f of x comma y comma z. So it's a function, it has got parameters. So the mathematical representation of functions and parameters is highly used in software programming. 9. Guidelines. It is very similar to our healthcare guidelines. In your medical system or a healthcare system, you need to store this particular drug at this temperature, and then you have to wash hands before doing that. There is a lot of guidelines in the healthcare. Same way, in software, there's a lot of guidelines available for programming. People must use these guidelines. If they don't use these guidelines, there's a problem. Okay, and again, this is not just 9. These 9 are extremely important whenever who enters the software field. Unfortunately, people start with programming language straight away without knowing these critical concepts. If a person is very strong in these critical concepts, getting to know the programming language, using the programming language will be extremely easy for that person. I'll end up this session here. We will continue in the next session. Thank you.